Oh my days, ladies and gentlemen. Nah. What are we seeing on the screen right now? Do you know what? I might actually have to become an England fan now. I might have to become an English fan. English breakfast. Call me English breakfast, man. Oh, this is actually sensational. This is actually sensational. Thomas Tuchel, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. If you haven't heard about it already, Thomas Tuchel to England is a here we go. England, they've done a madness. They have actually done a madness. They've gone ahead and got in a bona fide big time manager who I believe can have a lot of success with England. With the plethora of talent that England has, this man will figure out exactly what needs to happen. I can't wait for the partnership between Cole Palmer and Thomas Tuchel. England might actually be nice to watch now. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I believe Thomas Tuchel will start taking over from 1st of January, so there is still a little bit of time left. The November international break, I don't think Thomas Tuchel will be in charge. Who knows? Maybe he might be. We'll see how it all transpires. But this is a huge move for England. This is a huge move for Thomas Tuchel. A lot of people have been saying this, but I don't want to see England win the World Cup. I get it. I understand for all the people just like me that don't want to see massive success for England, no problems. But it is Thomas Tuchel, man. I rather see Thomas Tuchel get the respect that he deserves, and I would love to see him lift that World Cup trophy, albeit for England. But at the end of the day, it will fill me with a lot of joy to see this particular human being lift up that trophy. This guy, he deserves it all. He really does. For all the stuff that he's done for Chelsea Football Club, I will never forget. I will never forget in tumultuous situation, in adverse situation, Thomas Tuchel had our back, and he took us for a brilliant ride, a memorable journey. And now he continues this with England. And you know what? I fully believe England's probably going to do really well under Thomas Tuchel. Who knows? 3 at the back, wing back, double pivot, 3 blockbuster attackers up front. One thing's for certainty, Thomas Tuchel will have an abundance of talent to choose from. This is no joke anymore. England have abundance of talent, and it'll be exciting to see what happens. We'll definitely be watching all of England's matches from here on in. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Fabrizio Romano, England, Thomas Tuchel, here we go. The news goes something like this. Breaking: Thomas Tuchel has completed the agreement to become the new England manager. Terms agreed, contract set to be signed with an official statement expected soon. Tuchel opened doors to England job in July, and it's now a done deal, as Time Sport has reported. Here we go. Here we go for England, of course, but it is a bad deal for Man United fans out there. Man United fans, keep looking for another manager. I was actually worried that he might take over the Man United job, but the managerial list gets smaller and smaller. It shrinks even more. I wonder who Man United's going to get now. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It might be Erik ten Hag till the end. Erik ten Hag on the wheel. Man United in the mud alongside this fantastic news of Thomas Tuchel to England. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. I'm actually very excited. I'm very keen to see how England does under Thomas Tuchel. And I wish Thomas Tuchel all the best. I hope he wins trophies. I think the Nations League is first up. Hope England goes on and wins that, and he lifts the first trophy for England. And then hope he goes on and does well in the World Cup and Euros and so forth. I believe the World Cup is next. This is brilliant, man. I wish him all the best in the England job. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Samuel Omorodion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a joke. This is not a joke anymore. I told you guys the very last time I've watched him, the first time I've watched him, Porto versus Man United, he blew my mind. He really did blow my mind. You know, there are certain players, you just need to see them once and you go, wow, they look so powerful. They look so strong. They look devastating. Samuel Omorodion is featuring for Spanish under-21 team, and he has just banged in first half, 4 goals in the first half. Minute 5, minute 37, 39, and 45th plus 1, so 46th minute. He's banged in 4 goals. Yes, okay, Estonia, no problems. But this is one serious striker, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, I have to say, kudos to the Chelsea scouts, the Chelsea directors, and we've got quite a lot of information about the Chelsea directors. There's a big interview that has been held by Matt Law with the directors. So we're going to talk about that. There's a lot of news in regards to that. So big up to the scouts, the directors. Once again, it looks like they were onto something with Samuel Mortion, and who knows? Let's see if we are going to be interested in Samuel Mortion down the track. He does have a release clause of 100 million, so maybe this boat has sailed. One thing's for certainty, as I've said it in the last few videos, I don't think we can doubt our scouts anymore. I don't think we can doubt our directors moving forward in terms of some of these unproven talents that they tap into. I think we just need to sit down and just appreciate what they're doing in terms of players coming in terms of building a squad and making us competitive and getting us to win substantial trophies down the track. That I'm still holding on to, and I want to see what happens down the track. But in terms of figuring out and finding out talents, I think they've got that down packed. And another talent, look at this. As we said, Samuel will do an outstanding prospect, 4 goals in the first half Spain. Another talent, ladies and gentlemen, Nanasi. Now, I don't know how many of you guys knew about this player. I definitely didn't know about this player. However, this player is starting to create waves now. In this international break for Sweden, he's done really well. 3-0 Sweden against, what's that picture? Yesterday, who's that international team? Is that, let me have a quick look. Iceland? No, that can't be Iceland. Let me have a quick look. Estonia. Oh, okay. All right. So Spain under 21s was playing Estonia under 21s, and Sweden is playing the first team, the men's team, Estonia. So Sweden's beaten them 3-0, and Nanasi scored 2 goals off the back of that whole heap of social media, outbreak in regards to Nanasi. Nanasi plays for Strasbourg. I had no idea about all of this. Strasbourg, they've done some madness, man. Apparently, they've brought in some really, really good, young, talented players. I know I was only focused on Andre Santos. We might have to pay very, very close attention, because it seems like our scouts and our directors have done quite a bit of good business over there as well. Brought in quite a lot of gems for Strasbourg, and Nanasi is one of them. Check out some of these stats for Nanasi. Sebastian Nanasi, last 6 starts: goal against Lyon, goal against Angers, goal against Lille, assist against Marseille, assist against Lens, and then 2 goals against Estonia. 22 years of age. He's having a dream season so far. A lot of people are already saying that this guy has the potential to perhaps make it into Chelsea's first team. So exciting prospect to look out for. Sumit is having a go at all the fans that were doubting, probably including me. Nanasi looks good. I wonder who bought. Well, that this Paez kid is really. Have you seen Esteval play? First they laughed and they follow. Look, a lot of the fans initially, because of where Chelsea Football Club was, we didn't understand, where all of these transfer plans were taking us, because we needed to rectify the present as opposed to look to the future. We still need to rectify the present. So, however, some of these players are coming good, and when you win, everything starts to look a lot better. Sebastian Nanasi, 22 for Strasbourg and Sweden so far this season, 8 matches, 5 goals, 2 assists. Fantastic. He was signed for only 11 million this summer. Unbelievable, man. Another excellent acquisition from our scouts and our board of directors for Strasbourg this time. So ladies and gentlemen, look out for this. Now, let's get ready for not Rumble. Let's get ready for this Matt Law interview with Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart. Lots been said. Let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Winstanley, if long contracts was just for PSR, we'd have stopped doing it. That was never at the forefront of the owners' minds when we spoke to them about how we see it working, how we all see it working as a club. They're going to talk about it, of course, because the PSR situation, the amortization has been abolished now. So it's only up to 5 years. You can't amortize more than 5 years anymore. Previously, when the owners first took over, we were able to amortize until the end of the contract. So if the contract was 8 years long, 9 years long, whatever the case is, we can amortize over that period, which would lower our costs for purchasing a player in terms of the accounting in the books, basically. They go on to say that it's not just about the PSR, because if it was for the PSR, then the long contracts would be sold. But the long contracts is really being given due to protecting the player's value and believing in a player for a longer period. But the biggest factor is making sure Chelsea are not in a situation where by the time the 5 years come to an end, and then you're in a bit of a limbo where the player is not looking to sign a contract extension anymore and they're looking to leave on a free, and then Chelsea are in the mud. From a financial standpoint, longer contracts protect the value of the player. So I completely get that it's not just about PSR. Lawrence Stewart, Chelsea is a club that needs to be in the Champions League. It's a club that needs to be competing to win trophies consistently and want to do with a certain way of playing football as well. So that absolutely is the ambition. So this is good, great to see them there. The directors coming out and mentioning this. This is exactly how the fan base feels as well, and hopefully this is the direction that we are going towards. The one thing I would say is that it would be it's great, the timing of this whole interview when things are all rosy and great, we're winning games, we're in a good momentum. It would be nice to see the directors come out when things are not going on. I'm not hoping for things to go sour anytime soon. I don't want it to go sour. We've suffered enough for the last 2 seasons. It would have been nice within the last 12 months for them to come out and do this interview and give us some sort of a hope, I suppose, some sort of a belief that Chelsea's going the right way. It's all well and dandy when things are good, but I do want to see you guys talk when times are tough as well. Next up, Lawrence Stewart. One of the messages the owners gave us from the beginning is that this is not about a short-term win or a short-term project. It's about long-term process. So let's see this. Long-term process can only be judged in the longer run, of course. This is their 3rd season. This is the owner's 3rd season. Obviously, for the directors, this is their 2nd full season. We shall see. We shall see. This is a crucial season. We cannot be screwing up this season. I do want us to at least finish 5th or 6th. I know a lot of people want us to get back into Champions League, and I want that too. I really do. I just feel like I need to see a lot more consistency in results before I can start thinking that, yes, we can compete for top 4. For now, under a new manager with a whole heap of new players, I won't be too perturbed if we finish 5th or 6th and win one of the domestic trophies and also the Conference League, which will then get us to Europa League, and then we go from there from next season onwards. However, having said that, that's just my thoughts. I fully get that we should be competing for top 4. We should be aiming to get into Champions League next season, and this seems to be the ambition for the owners and the board of directors. So let's see. Crucial season. Long-term success is what they're talking about, and long-term success is, as I said, will be judged in a long-term basis. However, short-term checkpoints are very important, and this season is extremely important for Chelsea Football Club. Paul Winstanley, Enzo Maresca was somebody we admired. We were keen to bring him here. We absolutely see him here for the long term. That's definitely how we see it. He's got the personality to manage the club and coach this team. I agree. I mean, so far, Enzo Maresca has shown that he's a particular person that demands some level of authority. He talks with some level of authority. He's someone who definitely understands the game inside out. He is quite ruthless when he needs to be with players, who needs to stay, who doesn't need to stay, and he doesn't seem to fluff around in the press conferences. So far, he's been bang on, man, absolutely bang on. And he's coming out and educating the fan base about what he wants to see on field. At times he talks about the tactical side as well, which is fantastic, and then he talks about the other intangibles as well. So brilliant. And I agree that there is something there that we can work with in regards to Enzo Maresca. There is a up and coming, potentially a big manager there. Once again, time will tell, and consistency in good results will definitely help this cause. Paul Winstanley, we had a significant offer for one of our academy products this summer that we absolutely chose not to take. there's a lot of misconception out there. It's not just about PSR, it's contractual statuses, it's circumstances. I wonder who that player is. Is it Levi Colwell? Is it I don't know, Tariq George? Is it I don't know. It could have been anyone, but apparently there was a huge offer, but our directors opted not to go through that. And they're saying that it's contractual statuses, it's circumstances. I get it. I understand. Look, Conor Gallagher, for instance, he was in his final year, and I'm pretty sure there were news going around that he was given some level of an offer from the football club, which at the end of the day, Gallagher felt that no, he can do much better, and he ended up doing much better with Atletico Madrid. Similar things happened with Mason Mount, similar things happened probably with Ian Martin. So I get it. There are certain times where it is contractual, and it's not just about the PSR making pure profit. But there are also times where you want to make pure profit when the club truly believes that they can find a replacement similar to the academy player, or even better. Gallagher, for instance, is someone that I'm pretty sure our owners and our board of directors probably felt that they could find a replacement for Gallagher. So yeah, I get it. It's not always about selling the academy products for pure profit. It's picking and choosing. The best, I've always stated this, the best of the best will make it at Chelsea Football Club. There's no doubts about that. There's no two ways about that. Lawrence Stewart, as it came towards the latter stage of the window, we felt like we wanted to do something around the areas of the pitch. Cole Palmer came up again, and we all said, let's go for it. Let's see what's possible. And this is a long list of all the great acquisitions that our board of directors, our scouts, our owners have done in recent times. Cole Palmer is the epitome of that young player, talented player, comes into Chelsea Football Club and absolutely blows up into a superstar that he is right now. And we are working on many other players to be of that ilk now. So looks like, Nanasi in Strasbourg could be potentially another big-time player. We've already seen the likes of John Duran that we've been linked with, and what John Duran's been doing. Samuel Mordion within Chelsea Football Club. There's been a good rise of Nicholas Jackson and Madueke. And so on and so forth. The list continues. Obviously, Levi Colwell is starting to look really, really good in recent times. We already knew his talent, but, the directors are making sure that he's one of the mainstays for the future. And there's plenty more. There's plenty more that our owners have done an excellent job with. So kudos for Andre Santos in Strasbourg is another example. Next up, Paul Winstanley. To be fair, Cole, he showed great desire to come here, and that's the sort of player we want, the personality and the desire to come here. Fantastic. I mean, yeah, not only you want to find these gems, but at the same time, you want to make sure these gems also want to play for Chelsea Football Club and want to give their best for Chelsea Football Club, which is fantastic to see. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the latest in regards to everything that's been brewing in the Chelsea front at the moment. Biggest news, as I've said, is the Thomas Tuchel one. Let me know your thoughts about him joining England. I might have to watch. I might have to become an English fan, man, which is going to be strange. Let me know your thoughts about the interview of Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart with Matt Law. What do you think about that? In the comment section, let me know. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya. Bye.